I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an Amazon travel essentials haul for you. Some of these bits I have bought before and they're kind of old faithfuls. Some of them I will be trying for the very first time. I like to have kind of a go bag ready for when we're in the habit as a family of going away. We did quite a lot of trips and staycations in 2019. Then obviously 2020 happened, which was a bit... And now we're hoping to get back into going away for little weekends. We've also got a Disney Magic at Sea cruise planned, which I don't talk about loads on this channel because I've got a whole separate channel, Mummy of 4 Does Disney. So if you're interested in hearing all about that, then there's loads of content over there. The bits I've got in this haul are for both those cheeky little weekend trips and for that big trip to make sure that packing is quick, simple and easy and not a starting from scratch practice every time you want to go anywhere, because you've got the basics kind of ready to go. First item I've got, you will have heard me talk about a lot if you've seen my organisation videos, my switching over my winter wardrobe videos, or my packing videos back from 2019, and these are packing cubes. So they come in all sorts of different colours. I have got pink and grey purely because they are kind of my favourite colours, I guess. I think they go quite nicely together. You could opt to have different colours for each person, but I've just opted to stick with these because I like the way they look. So I use these for sorting under my bed and storing off-season clothes, but also for packing things to go away. So I like to pack things by day as we go away and pack everything that we'll need for each day, pants, socks, everything together. You can grab it out of the packing cube and then you're good to go. So in this set, I'll just open the pink ones because the grey ones are the same. You get multiple sizes of packing cubes. You get this kind of smaller one. Some are as large as this. Little ones, most of them have this mesh. You can actually see through into them to see what you've packed. Really, one set of these would be more than enough, but there are 6 of us, and also I use these for things around the home. So the ones I used to use for packing to go away have kind of been stolen for my organisation. So I've got a new set just for going away. The packing cubes, along with everything else I'm mentioning in this video, are linked below in the description. Next item you will have seen if you saw my Organising the Office series, where I organised this whole Calyx unit next to me, and I like to use these to subdivide things within Calyx boxes because it's a big square box and it can just get a bit of a mishmash. So I use these for dividing up things like pens, children's toys, art supplies, birthday supplies, all that kind of thing. But obviously when you go away, they're really good for packing too. So these are ideal for storing things like toiletries, obviously, because if there's a leakage, then it's contained within the plastic. They're good for storing things like the girls' headbands. This set's a bargain set. There's loads in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 4 of this larger size and 4 of these smaller size. I've had them before. They're great for having in stock for organising around the home, but obviously now these are going to form part of my packing kit too. The next item is a new purchase. It may be slightly more relevant to some of you than others, but this is a travel electronics bag. So as a family, obviously with 6 of us, we've got enough electronics just with like phone chargers and things, but then I have extra chargers and adapters and things because obviously I'm filming, so I need something to store everything in neatly. So this has got pouches in here. It's got little elastic bits that you can, chargers, wires, that kind of thing in. A slotty pouch in there. Zipper in that one. So hopefully this will be more than big enough. I could actually put SD cards in there, and I was thinking of like cable tying cables into these so that there are plenty of chargers and things when we get where we're going. The other thing that we have is power banks when we go away. So that would be for remote charging, things like that could quite comfortably fit in there. I just like the idea of having everything neatly together. If you saw my Organising the Office series, you'll know I've got like a big electronics box where I did sort through all the wires and things. So I'll just take the ones that we want to take away with us and pop them in here. Following on from my wire sorting bag, I've got these funny stringy things which are apparently for tying up cables. Now normal cable ties obviously are a bit permanent, they're a bit nasty, aren't they? But these are supposed to be like reusable. Oh, now these are either going to be genius or utterly useless. I'm not sure which. I guess I'll have to report back. I suppose you could go round twice if you wanted, maybe that's the way you're supposed to do it. Yeah, so I suppose if you wanted to tie up some cables and you loop them around twice, that would work. Shall I just try it? Let's just try it. That would be the answer, wouldn't it? Let me get a cable. The only real way to know, isn't it? I guess the cable would be like this, and then let's try it. Let's see how we do. Oh, we could go around a few times. Oh, that's okay. that's pretty neat. Okay, quite pleased with those. Could have gone either way. Pretty pleased with that though. So these are a pack of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a pack of 10. And then back to the cable tying bag thingy. I guess a slightly neater version of that. Maybe I need to make it a bit smaller. But yeah, see? So I can put all the cables across there. It'll be neat and tidy. I will have some travel cables allocated that we don't use in the house. I think that's the answer. If you've got spare cables and you can pick up these replacement, like Amazon's own cables, for pretty cheap. I will put some below in that link as well. But if you've got cables that just belong with traveling, you don't have to worry about packing charges last minute because that can be really stressful, then that is the way to take a bit of stress out of leaving for a break. I'm gonna hide all those in there, ready for when I'm packing. Getting quite excited, you know, guys. We've got a few little trips lined up. So if you like kind of vlogs about like trips and holidays and things, make sure you are subscribed because we've got a few cheeky little breaks coming up. Next purchase is another rebuy, and it's 2 packs of 3 pencil cases. So I tend to use these inside handbags and kit bags. I like to use these as mini makeup bags because if there's any leakage within my bag, then obviously it will just leak within here and not ruin my actual bag. They are only very small, so it's just for absolute essentials I'd need during the day. I also use them for checking in my handbag for things like batteries, SD cards, things I need for filming. I do use them for organising pens and things, but more for like pens that are backup pens that I've bought for when my current pens run out, like a store of pens. I just find they're a really handy thing to have in stock, and I'd used all of mine up. The next travel essential item I bought was a suggestion that I had over on Instagram, and it is a travel clothes drying wire thingy. And the idea is you can hang this up maybe in the shower or somewhere, and if you've got things like wet bathers you need to dry off before popping them back on if you've rinsed them off, or before taking them home because you don't want to take them home all soggy, then you can hang them up on here. So it's quite a good thing to have in stock if you're not sure what the facilities are going to be like, where you're going, maybe if you're going camping. Have you used one of these travel hanger things for when you go away? Let me know in the comments. The next item, someone suggested I might need these when we go on the cruise. I'm not sure if that is true or not, but either way, there'll be other times that we need these. And these are card holders to go on a lanyard. So if you're going somewhere and you need to present a pass to get on something, apparently we might need to do that on the cruise. I'm not entirely sure. I have got a video coming up on my Mummy of Four Does Disney channel where I'm interviewing a cast member, and she's going to kind of bust all the myths for me and let me know the truth about what will be going on that cruise, and telling me if all the stuff I'm hearing is true or false. So hopefully she'll be able to shed some light on this. But either way, I think that's kind of a handy thing to have. So you can hook a lanyard on here, and then if you need to have something to hand, like a theme park pass, something like that to get on a ride, then that's easy to grab. Wonder what's in this one, I've forgotten. Next we have a multi USB socket thingy. Now this has got several different options. So it's got, does that go directly into some sockets in some countries? But it's also got, I don't know how these go together. Well, that goes in. It's also got this adapter. So is that America or Europe? Not sure. But then the one that we're going to need most will be the UK. So we are going on board the Disney Magic, which I believe is not UK sockets because it's an American ship. So is it either this kind or this kind? Is that right? Anyone that has been on a cruise, let me know which one of these sockets will be any good, or if it will be any good. Will these work? Have I bought the right thing? For now, I will pop that one onto it, and then that can go into my kit bag for wires and chargers and things. There you go, my little travel wires and plugs kit is coming together nicely already. On to some toiletry bits now. Things I like to keep in our travel bag ready to go so we don't have to worry about taking the toiletries but actually using last minute, and we know they are packed and ready in advance. The first items I've got in the toiletry section are toothbrushes and toothbrush covers. So I bought these toothbrushes to try. They've got kind of softer bristles, but they all came in their own little containers. I wasn't sure that I'd want to travel with them in these containers. I think maybe they're just for arriving in, but these toothbrush heads will protect the bristles and things from touching all the other gunk in the toiletry bag while we travel. These toothbrush heads are silicone. They are kind of rubbery, I guess. So they'll cover the toothbrush head and avoid things touching it without stopping air circulation, which will allow germs to fester. Next, I have got a shampoo and conditioner. Now, I've bought the coconut smell because it reminds me of holidays, so I figure a holiday shampoo should smell of holidays. I've been enjoying this Faith in Nature one. I normally use the tea tree one so that the children, you know, don't get nits, because apparently nits don't like tea tree as much. So the coconut one would be a nice holiday treat. These are quite heavy bottles, but if we're not flying anywhere, it doesn't really matter. So I think I plan to just leave these bottles in the toiletry bag because weight doesn't really matter too much. If we were to get on an airplane, I would decant smaller amounts in and take just what we need. But to be honest, for our kind of grab bag for UK staycations, I'd rather just know that I'm not running out of things. Next, I've got some deodorant for me. Obviously, I don't need to pack 3 of them, but this is the deodorant I use at home anyway, so one of these will go into my toiletry bag. I've got to say, if you perspire a lot, maybe I'm a bit of a sweaty person, but if you perspire a lot, this kind of maximum protection kind of deodorant seems to work really, really well. Then I've got a deodorant for my husband as well, just to chuck in the bag. My teenager, I'd already bought him a big multi-pack of deodorant, so I will just pinch one of those to throw into our packing bag. Then I've got a set of razor heads for me, so I can just put a fresh one of these in. I've got a spare handle already. I think that was already in from, I want to say last year. It wasn't last year, it was the year before. Gosh, year before last when we went anywhere. How insane is the world? So one of these cartridges can go in packing and the others I'll just leave in stock to use in the house. And then fingers crossed we won't need these, but sachets of Calpol, because I kind of feel it's like insurance. If you've got it, fingers crossed you won't need it. So I've got the sugar-free, the little one for Zara, then I've got the 6+ for William and Bella. Now I tried to order a pack of ibuprofen and a pack of paracetamol for myself, my husband and the teenager just to throw in the bag, but because of medication purchasing laws and restrictions, I couldn't buy these in the same order, so I'll have to add those onto a grocery order or pick them up. It won't let you buy more than 2 items, I think, of medication at once on an Amazon shop. Next, for another, just in case, I really hope we won't need it, but it's seasickness bands. Now these can also be good apparently for, I did try them when I had morning sickness, it did take the edge off. They can be good for car sickness, sea sickness, air sickness. They're just little pairs of bands with like a little dimple popper on them, and the idea is this dimple popper thing, which is actually more bulbous on the inside than the outside, sits on a pressure point on your wrist, which is there, and the idea is you hold it down there and it eases the sickness. I don't know if it works, I don't know if it's an acupressure thing, I don't know if it's a placebo thing, but if one of my children is feeling really queasy, then this is worth a try. And they're in really pretty colours, so that'll help too. Then I've got a body wash, just like a creamy moisturising body wash. We've all got pretty dry skin, so it seemed to make sense to get a creamy one. And again, I'll just put the whole bottle in. It doesn't matter about weight as long as we're not flying. Then I've got lots of cream for my face. Now, these are quite big. These are the ones I use at home. I don't know if this is perhaps a little big to put in case it's rather huge, but this is the one I've tended to be using. The other one that I have already got one of upstairs actually, so I could put that in instead. Not that this will go to waste because I go through this like mad because I use it on my face, I use it all over, it's really good. But I use the other Nivea one, which has a little bit of an SPF in it, so as I have a new one of those upstairs, I might pop that in since these are pretty giant. So let's see how we do for space when we're packing. Then I've got another thing we hopefully won't need, a first aid kit. Now, while my children do like Disney plasters and just character plasters, when they've got a little bit of a cut or a little bit of an upset, I figured this is a bit more heavy duty if we've got a genuine injury, as opposed to a bit of a nick or a graze that's upset them. So in here, I'm not going to pull it all out now because I'm not sure it'll go back in again, but there's all manner of, we've got alcohol pads, we've got swabs, we've got, oh, I can pull out this much, look. We've got bandages, we've got clip thingies. What are they called? What are those things called? What are they called? I can't think what they're called. They're not paperclip. I have no idea what they're called. Oh, it's totally gone. These, what are they called? Safety pins. Thank you, safety pins. Right, so we've got safety pins. Basically stuff I hope I never have to open. But this was a pretty comprehensive kit. It wasn't expensive. And fingers crossed, I'm gonna put this stuff back in here and never see it again. Let me know in the comments, what are your travel essentials? Have you got any of the items I've shown you today? Or are any of the items going to be added to your shopping list before your next trip? Thank you so much for watching. If you have liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Latest video is up here, and then I've got more videos you may enjoy all around. I shall see you guys very soon. Bye.